I don't want. Okay, I don't want us to have. I've told you where the vehicle is.
The truck was actually coming from Ring Road. It missed a step. So as it was trying to gather itself, it fell.
What we are witnessing these days, it is something we can no longer understand.
They should stop telling us and promising us all those promises are fake, giving us this sense of promises are fake. We don't want it anymore.
Now to the news headlines. Edo's first flyover 60% complete as Governor Okpebholo steps up supervision.
Party called APC, the Progressive. So I want to say a very big thank you to the contractor for their energy and zeal they are putting on this project.
Edo Assembly approves 6 commissioner nominees.
Otianosi Ebea is appointed as a commissioner designate in Edo State.
I want to thank every member of this highly esteemed house.
Currently, the managing director of BeeTv. It's yes, about 2025.
Ego, Oredo and Uhonde local government areas swear in new acting vice chairman, secretaries and others.
Vice
Chairman of Local Government Council.
Vice Chairman of Local Government Council. Do solemnly swear.
I, Honorable Austin Rotimi Imafidon, do hereby swear you in, Honorable Isokba Esemwede, as the Chief of Staff on the local government.
Good evening and many thanks for joining us on BeeTv Major News at 6, reaching you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital. My name is Harmony Agbafor, and now to the news in details. The Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has approved the establishment of the Edo State Lottery Regulatory Commission. The commission is conceived as the central regulatory body for all lottery, gaming and related activities within the state. Its primary objectives are to provide a legal and institutional framework for regulating lottery and gaming operations in Edo State, ensure transparency, accountability and integrity in the conduct of lottery activities, safeguard the interest of participants and the general public by enforcing fair play and responsible gaming standards, generates revenue for the state through well-structured licensing and regulation of gaming operators. A statement by the Secretary to the state government, Musa Ikilo, Esquire, said His Excellency has approved the appointment of Right Honorable Frank Okiye, former Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly, of the Chairman of the Board, Dandi Umwokwede Osere as member, and Elvis Wadiale as member, Mr. Ndidi Agiemen as member, and Honorable Habibat Yakubu will serve as Secretary. The names of the above nominated individuals will be forwarded to the Edo State House of Assembly for consideration and confirmation. This initiative reflects the government's commitment to creating a well-regulated gaming industry that protects consumers, enhances investors' confidence, and contributes to the socio-economic development of Edo State. The Edo State House of Assembly on Tuesday confirmed 6 out of the 7 commissioner nominees forwarded to the House for consideration and confirmation by the Governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo. State House correspondent Osarogi Agwebo reports that the lawmakers also confirmed the chairman nominee of the governing board of the Edo State Primary Healthcare Development Agency. The report.
During Tuesday's plenary, the 7 commissioner nominees recently forwarded by Governor Okpebholo to the Edo State House of Assembly for screening and confirmation, Dr. Elizabeth Ebosele, Honorable Ebia Festus Odianosi, Dr. Jerry Wangwe, Barrister Paul Eigie, Honorable Akigbe Osi John, Honorable Barrister Kenneth Okorowa Inyeseke, and Honorable Christopher Ewie Okaben were physically present at the Alo Chamber. The report on the screening of the nominees was presented by the chairman of the Committee on Rules, Business and Government House and Majority Leader of the House, Honorable Jonathan Eyamao. The report indicated that out of the 7 nominees, 6 were screened, while Honorable Christopher Ewie Okabe was not screened due to an invitation from the Department of State Services, DSS. The lawmakers, however, clarified that Honorable Chris Okabe would be screened and confirmed after attending to the DSS invitation. They lauded Governor Okpebholo for his thoughtful selection of commissioner nominees, particularly for promoting inclusivity by accommodating women and youth, and expressed confidence in the nominees' competence and ability to deliver effectively.
Mr. Governor has done us a great deal, and we, the people of Eastern Southeast, are very happy to see that Right Honorable Festus Otianosi Ebea is appointed as a commissioner designate in Edo State.
I want to sincerely thank the governor of Edo State, distinguished Senator Bono, who has taught it at this time that experience counts. This is a time we need a man with such wealth of experience to help us to build a new Edo so that the new Edo will rise actually.
Is well known to me. He's from my local government. In this place we call it constituency. He's a senior researcher, knowledge, management, highly skilled. He's a professional.
Among the 7 commissioner nominees, former lawmakers were accorded legislative privileges and asked to take a bow and go, while other nominees expressed gratitude to Governor Okpebholo for the opportunity, pledged their commitment to deliver, and were subsequently confirmed by the lawmakers. Similarly, the legislators confirmed Dr. Eyabi Odiasi as chairman, governing board of Edo State Primary Healthcare Development Agency. In another development, a bill for a law to establish the Edo State Ecological Funding and Management Commission to provide for the mobilization, allocation, utilization, monitoring and management of ecological funds and resources in Edo State was presented on the floor of the House for a debate. Lawmakers spoke in support of the bill, urging its swift passage, noting that it will help address ecological challenges in Edo State.
I want to thank the Executive Governor of Edo State, Senator Okpebholo, for the confidence he has entrusted to me. And I want to thank every member of this highly esteemed House for the privilege to stand before you.
Currently, the Managing Director of BeeTv Construction Services Limited.
I was born on the 12th of 1981. I attended Water Primary School.
Because of the DSS transition, I'm here for them. So after that, we can take him and play very romantic. Of the Nominations Act 7 should be declared by this House on this day, Tuesday, 30th September 2025.
The bill was thereafter committed to the Committee of the Whole, where it was considered part by part and subsequently skimmed through its third reading. From the Edo State House of Assembly, Osarogi Agwebo, reporting for BeeTv News.
Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to the prudent and effective use of public resources as the construction of the first ever flyover in Edo State at Ramat Park reaches 60% completion. The report.
During the project inspection at the Ramat Park construction site in Ikpoboka local government area, Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo expressed satisfaction with the progress made so far and assured residents that the funds allocated to the state by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration are being put to good use in delivering meaningful and people-oriented infrastructure. The inspection began from Ute Road, passed through Palace Road and Upper Mission Extension, and climaxed at the Ramat Park flyover. Cheered on by residents, traders, and commuters along the route, the governor made several stops to inspect side drains and sought clarifications on technical grey areas. Providing technical insight, special advisor on project monitoring and evaluation, engineer Mrs. Phoebe Bello Williams disclosed that 60% of the work has already been completed, with the contractor set to deliver the project ahead of schedule. He said the flyover project was awarded since December last year for 18 months, but from the work progress, the contractor will be delivering the project in 14 months. He said they have completed one of the abutments and have launched the beam on one side, and they are waiting for the weather to be good to start the second abutment.
The strength is the new hope of Mr. President. The money he's giving us, our own is to use it for the people. And that is exactly what we are doing. The contractors, we cannot stop them for anything. Anytime they need money, we'll give it to them. So we want this project completed at a record time so that Edo people will see the difference between the evil party called PDP and the thank God party called APC, the progressive. So I want to say a very big thank you to the contractor for their energy and zeal they are putting on this project.
Completed in 18 months, but from the work progress now, the contractor will be delivering this project in 14 months, all things being equal. And you can see they have completed the abutment, one of the abutments. We have launched the beam on one side, so we are waiting for the weather. We'll start the second abutment, and also we have also started the retaining wall for the shoulder. And when this project is done, we'll be having 3 lanes here, including the shoulder, access culverts to carry drainage, which is already ongoing. And by the end of the rain season, the pavement work will start, and the contractor is really capable, and the pace of work is really fast.
The Ramat Park flyover stands at a landmark development, being the first flyover ever constructed in Edo State, and is expected to significantly ease traffic congestion, enhance mobility, and uplift the infrastructure profile of Benin City and its environs. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
In a related development, Senator Monday Okpebholo, Governor of Edo State, has approved the establishment of the Ecological Funding and Management Commission to serve as a legal and institutional framework for promoting sustainable environmental management in Edo State. To be chaired by Dr. Blessing Agbomere, Esquire, as Executive Chairman, this landmark initiative is designed to ensure transparent and accountable mobilization and utilization of ecological resources, strengthen coordination among stakeholders, align state actions with national and international environmental commitments, and contribute to ecological sustainability, climate resilience, biodiversity conservation, and environmental justice. Others are Honorable Felix Ibade, who will serve as Executive Director Project, Ivie Uwaifu, Executive Director Administration, Kajidat Yusuf, Executive Director Finance. The names of the above nominated individuals will be forwarded to the Edo State House of Assembly for consideration and confirmation. This decisive steps reflects the government's commitment to safeguarding the environment for present and future generations while positioning Edo State as a leader in climate action and sustainable development. It was a day of significance and celebration in Oredo local government area as the new acting chairman, Honorable Gabriel Iduseri, formally inaugurated newly appointed executive officials to strengthen governance at the grassroots. The report by Jordan is presented by Best Orator.
My duty as Vice Chairman to every God.
The ceremony held at the Oedo Local Government Secretariat witnessed the swearing-in of Honorable OK Joseph as Vice Chairman, Honorable Alexander Osai as Secretary, and Honorable Festus Society Okpavie as Special Advisor. Also inaugurated were Martin Okumbo as Chief Protocol Officer, Mrs. Margaret Igu as Chief Press Secretary, and Mr. Tangod Ikpomusa as Personal Assistant to the Chairman. The event drew the presence of party leaders, ward councillors, community leaders and supporters with prayers offered. Taking the oath of office, the new appointees pledged their commitment to serve the people of Oedo diligently and in alignment with the vision of the current administration.
My duty as Vice Chairman of Oedo Government Council to every God.
In his remarks, the Vice Chairman, Honorable OK Joseph, expressed deep appreciation to the Chairman for his confidence and promised to work hand in hand with him to drive development and bring positive change to the people of Oedo.
We say thank you. And also, especially our principal, my boss, my father, Honorable Chairman, Honorable Gabriel Iduseri, aka Gabriel of we say thank you, sir. We will not disappoint the confidence the party has put in us. And also, my father, the chairman.
Speaking at the ceremony, the Oedo Council Chairman, Honorable Gabriel Iduseri, declared that a new chapter had begun for the local government. He assured residents of better days ahead, noting that his administration is determined to put smiles on the faces of the people while appreciating Governor Monday Okpebholo for the opportunity to serve.
Happy day for us. Or are you not happy? Oredo, as a local government, is taking a new turn.
Yes.
And we are going to see leadership in a different way. We are going to see development in a different way. We are going to see impartation. Our people in Oredo are going to smile again.
In an interview, Honorable Gabriel Iduseri stated that his confidence in the new appointees, describing them as capable team who will contribute fresh ideas towards moving the local government forward. Newly sworn-in Secretary Honorable Alexander Osai also addressed the press, affirming his commitment to working tirelessly with the chairman's team to bring Oedo to greater heights.
To swear in the Vice Chairman, the Secretary, and the Special Advisor and other aides. For me, I give thanks to God Almighty for such a day, because this is to make the work in the local government easy for us. Now I have a team of persons where we can sit together, share ideas, and be able to carry out whatever we have, whatever plans we have for the people of Oredo. I believe it's a time for us also as individuals who have been given this opportunity to synergize and then set a roadmap for ourselves on what we want to achieve for our people of Oredo. Because I know personally that the good people of Oredo are lenient people and they are expecting so much from us.
We need to do a lot to bring back the lost glory. I know with the capacity and ability of this chairman, we are not going to disappoint the people.
The inauguration was marked by jubilation from supporters and party faithful, signifying unity and a renewed drive.
The executive chairman of Ego local government area, Honorable Osaro Osa Eribo, on Monday performed the swearing-in of Honorable Kenny Isokpan as vice chairman and engineer Bruno Odaru as secretary to the local government. The swearing-in ceremony, which took place at the local government secretariat, was witnessed by the APC chieftains, party leaders, councillors of the 10 wards, and other local government officials. BeeTv News' Osarege Agwebo has details.
Vice Chairman of Local Government Council.
Vice Chairman of Local Government Council.
Do solemnly swear.
That was the oath taking of Honorable Kenny Isokpa as Vice Chairman and Engineer Bruno Odaru as Secretary to the local government administered by the Director of Legal Service in the Local Government Council, Mrs. Cynthia Asonworiri, Esquire. The swearing-in sparked jubilations and excitement among party leaders, councillors, staff of the local government, family members, friends, and well-wishers. Speaking during the event, the council boss, Honorable Osaro Osa Eribu, charged the newly sworn-in leaders to serve the people of Ego with due diligence and commitment in line with the developmental agenda of His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State, Distinguished Senator Monday Ukpebulu.
My ward chairman and everybody present here, I want to say a very good morning to everyone present. I'm aware that we all know the reason why we are here. The person of Honorable Kenny Isokpa. And I also want to unveil the secretary to the local government. He is the person of Engineer Bruno Odaru. As we speak, I've been asked by the party executive, you know, party is supreme. They have been carefully selected by the party to represent a local government.
Speaking in a tone of excitement and appreciation, the new vice chairman, Honorable Kenny Isokpa, and the secretary to the local government, Engineer Bruno Odaru, expressed joy and lauded the chairman and party leaders for the golden opportunity and trust, assuring them of quality service and humble submission to the rule of law, saying they will give their unwavering support to the council boss towards delivering the dividends of democracy to Ego people.
I, Honorable Kenny Isokpa,
Vice Chairman of Local Government Council.
Vice Chairman of Local Government Council.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will
faithfully execute the office of the Vice Chairman of the Local Government Council.
That I will faithfully execute the office of the Vice Chairman of the Local Government Council.
And that I will do to the best of my ability present. And that to the best of my ability preserve.
And to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution
of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
And the laws of Edo State.
And the laws of Edo State.
I pledge to serve the people of Ego local government with integrity.
I pledge to serve the people of Ego local government with integrity.
Hi, Odaru Bruno Odaru.
Secretary of the Local Government Council.
Secretary of the Local Government Council.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will faithfully execute the office of the Secretary of the Local Government.
That I will faithfully execute the office of Secretary of the Local Government Council.
And to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
And to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
And the laws of Edo State.
And the laws of Edo State.
I pledge to serve the people of the local government with integrity.
I pledge to serve the people of the local government with integrity.
Dedication.
Commitment.
I will promote the welfare and development of the community and perform my duties without any bias.
I will promote the welfare and development of the community and perform my duties without any bias.
Fear or favor.
I
will uphold the principle of transparency.
I will uphold the principle of transparency.
In a remark, the Deputy Chief of Staff to the Edo State Government, Honorable Dr. Pius Alile, described the event as remarkable and peaceful. He admonished the Vice Chairman and Secretary to recall on the integrity and leadership-driven capacity of the party, stressing that the expectations of Ego people and the parties as a platform must be accomplished and rated fulfilled.
I want to welcome you all to this ceremony. What we just experienced here is a direct enforcement of our party supremacy. The governor of the state, His Excellency, Senator Monday Ukpebulu, who is the leader of the party, and other organs of the party have taken this decision that the president, vice chairman, and that of the secretary should be sworn in today. So what we just did is in compliance to that directive. And I want to pray that they serve the people of the local government and by extension the state.
The high point of the event was the signing of official documents alongside group photograph with top leaders, council functionaries, party faithful, friends, and well-wishers as the newly sworn-in vice chairman and secretary were solemnly taken to their respective offices to begin their official duties. Osarogie Agwebo, reporting for BeeTv News.
In a move to strengthen governance and service delivery in Nwonde local government area, the acting chairman of the council, Honorable Austin Rotimi Mafidon, has officially sworn in the newly appointed vice chairman, Honorable Agie Joseph Samuel, chief of staff, Honorable Isokwan Esemude, and members of the Blueprint Implementation Committee led by Honorable Uwamose Amadasun. BeeTv News SOL Senwige has details.
I, Honorable Austin Rotimi Imafidon, do hereby swear you in, Honorable Isokban Esemwede, as the Chief of Staff on the local government.
During the swearing-in ceremony held at the Council Secretariat, the acting chairman, Honorable Austin Rotimi Imafidon, charged the appointees to approach their new roles with a strong sense of duty, accountability, and selfless service to the people of Nwonde. He emphasized the importance of aligning their efforts with the administration's development blueprint and the broader vision of the Edo State government. Responding on behalf of the newly inaugurated officials, Vice Chairman Honorable Agie Joseph Samuel pledged unwavering commitment to the progressive agenda of the chairman and the state governor. He assured the people of Nwonde of continuity and consolidation of ongoing projects and initiatives, boldly declaring that a new Nwonde has risen.
I, Honorable Austin Rotimi Imafidon, do hereby inaugurate the Committee on Strategic Planning and Development called Blueprint of Nwonde local government area. This committee is to be headed by Dr. Uwamose. So from henceforth, you liaise with my office and the office of the order so that we can look for a pathway. We can rub minds together and you guys can bring a roadmap where we can talk about development in Nwonde. Thank you and God bless you.
I will faithfully, diligently, and impartially carry out the functions of my office.
The functions of my office.
I will uphold the highest standards.
I will uphold the highest standards
of integrity.
I will say that I am humble with this new responsibility given to me as the Vice Chairman of Nwonde local government. I want to thank the Governor of Edo State, His Excellency Senator Monday Okpebholo, for giving us this platform and this opportunity to bring, in line with his agenda, the government closer to the grassroots.
Following the ceremony, the chairman, accompanied by the vice chairman and other key officials, proceeded to inspect the evacuation of refuse at Ayo Market, a major sanitation promise made during the last environmental sanitation exercise. The inspection reaffirmed the council's commitment to improving public hygiene and ensuring a clean and healthy environment for all residents. The Imafidon-led administration continues to demonstrate its dedication to transparency, community development, and responsive leadership. Soher Osemegie reporting for BeeTv News.
The Edo State Secondary School Education Board SSEB on Monday, September 29, began a two-day workshop designed to strengthen teamwork, technology adoption, and transformation for effective service delivery in the state secondary school education sector. BeeTv News' Favor Kolawole reports that the training convened by the Executive Chairman of the Board, Honorable Maureen Ekiorabo, carried the theme repositioning SSEB for effective service delivery through teamwork, technology, and transformation. The report.
If you really want to be accountable, you must work with honesty. You must work keeping your promise, I will deliver, meeting deadlines.
The program attracted several key speakers who highlighted the gain of teamwork. One of the speakers, the Director General of the Directorate of Quality Education and Assurance, Dr. Ame Ogbemudia, underscored the urgent need to build a culture of performance across the board. She stressed that teamwork, accountability, and innovation remains the pillar on which improved service delivery can stand. Also, she urged participants to embrace responsibility in their respective roles.
Owning your work with honesty, being reliable, keeping promises, and standing by your result, whether success or failure. It's not on this words here. Accountability is not about blame. It's about commitment and trustworthiness. If you really want to be accountable, you must work with honesty. You must work keeping your promise, I will deliver, meeting deadlines.
The program was well attended, attracting the presence of Mrs. Anani Edeseli Okpebolo, Coordinator Officer of the First Lady, the Honorable Commissioner of Education, Dr. Paddy Yamo, the Director General of JOPSA, Mrs. Gina Otamere, as well as the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Comrade Alaji Yusuf Bako and Princess Osifo, among other prominent members of the board.
Mrs. Anani Okpebolo. Please, a round of applause for our first lady.
In their goodwill messages, Mrs. Edeseli Okpebolo Anani, Coordinator Office of the First Lady of Edo State, and Dr. Paddy Yamo, the Honorable Commissioner for Education, commended the initiative and urged the board to fully implement lessons from the workshop.
This workshop is a testament to Edo State government's dedication to excellence in education. As Dr. Paddy, the Honorable Commissioner, has already highlighted, to achieve this, we need teamwork, technology, and transformation. I commend the SSEB for organizing this workshop and urge all participants to take full advantage of this opportunity to learn and network. Your collective effort will shape the future of education in Edo State.
Make it a duty to leave your name, write your name in gold. No matter how much they give to you, you use it. You eat, you pass it out. But what you do for the common man today, you speak volume tomorrow. And there's this chain. If you do it for somebody who cannot repay you, I want you all to take up the challenge to drive this change. We cannot be everywhere at the same time.
The host and chairman, Edo Secondary School Education Board, Honorable Maureen Ekioragbo, in her speech expressed appreciation to Governor Senator Monday Okpebolo for his exemplary leadership, describing the workshop as a step toward repositioning the secondary education sector.
We are here to serve our students. And this teamwork is not only at the board. We at the board are going to work as a team with the executive principals, with the teachers, with the community, with Old Boys, Old Girls Association, with SMB, with the PTA, right? Yes. So we are not isolated.
Speaking in an interview with BeeTv Newsman, the guest speaker, Dr. Ogbemudia, again emphasized that the workshop was not just about discussion, but about transforming ideas into action.
It's to reposition SSEB for betterment of education system, because you know the SSEB, they are in charge of secondary school teachers and even their staff for going out monitoring and all that. It's actually to help them with their teamwork. No one board, no one person, no one system in education can work in isolation. So it's just for the re-engineering of the SSCB staff in functioning effectively for the transformation agenda of our government.
The workshop ended with an interactive question and answer section, giving participants the opportunity to share insights and seek clarifications.
We have to be taxable, we have to take responsibility as staffs. So we know we need monitoring, we need to follow up, and we need, as yourself, feedback.
Always there to put us through. The little we know, we add to it. We are improving, and we will do better by God's grace. So I want to encourage us today, with our chairman here for us. Wanted to see us putting our best.
Succeeded in putting all of those KPI together, those indicators which include your strength, the weaknesses, the failures, the lapses, the sorrows, the pain, the gains, and the strength. You've put them all together.
The chairman concluded that the engagement represents a renewed drive to transform the secondary school education in Edo State. Favor Kolawole reporting for BeeTv News.
Professor Idia Yamu on Friday, 26 September 2025, was formally installed as the new president of the Nigerian Association of Orthodontists during the association's annual general meeting, dinner, and investiture ceremony held at the Edo Hotel Market, Benin City, Edo State. The colorful ceremony, attended by dignitaries, healthcare professionals, and political stakeholders, including the executive governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebolo, marked a new phase in the leadership of the association. The report.
The Nigerian Association of Orthodontists has entered a new chapter in its leadership journey as Professor Mrs. Idia Niboku Nzeyamu was officially decorated by the outgoing president, Dr. Olayinka Adeyinka, as the new president of the association during the 19th Scientific Conference and Annual General Meeting, Dinner, and Investiture Ceremony held in Benin City, the Edo State capital. In her acceptance speech, Professor Mrs. Idia Niboku Nzeyamu commended her predecessor, Dr. Olayinka Adeyinka, for her visionary leadership and outlined her administration's agenda. She pledged to consolidate of past gains while prioritizing orthodontics research, enhance professional training and capacity building, and to foster stronger collaborations with allied dental associations and international orthodontist bodies.
And we deal with alignment and rearrangement. It gives me great pleasure this evening to stand here very humbly in acceptance as the 10th president of the Nigerian Association of Orthodontists. So Adeyinka graduated in 1991, I graduated in 92, and Dr. Aluku graduated in 93. So we're all in the same set, and we started residency together as orthodontists. The journey sees us here today with me being invested as the 10th president.
The outgoing president, Dr. Olayinka Adeyinka, who hosted the event, expressed appreciation to members for their unwavering support during her tenure. She highlighted achievements of the administration, which include professional development initiatives, improved member welfare, and strengthened partnerships with international stakeholders. She further expressed her confidence in the incoming president, Professor Mrs. Idia Niboku Nzeyamu, to do even better in the nearest future.
We are all finished together in 2004, and it's amazing that the three of us are here today. And it's such delight that Professor Nzeyamu is going to be the next president of the Nigerian Association of Orthodontists.
The evening also featured the swearing-in of new executive officers by Professor Mrs. Idia Niboku Nzeyamu, alongside goodwill messages from colleagues and associations who praised her contributions to the field and expressed confidence in her leadership capacity to advance the orthodontics in Nigeria.
We will make the profession extremely proud. We are more women than men in the orthodontic profession. Please just note that. Okay. So I present to you, sir, Your Excellency, this is the exco that is going to be with me. They are my support team, they are my pillars. I cannot do it alone. But on behalf of the Nigerian Association of Orthodontists, we want to thank all of you for coming here to be with us this evening.
Professor Mrs. Idia Niboku Izeyamu, in an interview, thanked members for their support and pledged to consolidate on past gains while enhancing orthodontic research, professional training, and stronger collaborations to raise the standards of practice in Nigeria.
I want to encourage more of our children to be specialists. Currently, we're only 74 orthodontists in Nigeria, and when you look at those who, the population that we have, 250 million to 74 orthodontists is grossly inadequate. So we want to begin to create awareness and let our children know that there's a specialty called orthodontics. It's an engaging specialty, it's interesting, and something that makes you change the life of an individual by the power of a smile. It changes people who have had issues with how they look like in terms of aesthetics.
In an interview, the outgone president, Dr. Olanyika Adeyinka, the husband of the newly sworn-in president, Pastor Osagie Ezeyamu, and her mother, Roslyn Ode, in affirmation of Professor Idia Ezeyamu's capacity to lead, described her as a committed professional with a vision and strength to advance orthodontics in Nigeria, expressing full confidence that she will steer the association to greater heights.
I expect her to take the association a notch higher from where we've stopped. We've worked together in the last 3 years, so it's just like a continuation of where we stopped. I think she's going to perform better than I did. That's the expectation. Because I've worked with her. She was my vice president and I've worked with her. She's a person of excellence, of integrity, and she's diligent.
Happy, very grateful to God. And of course, proud
Professor Idia
at the recognition and the blessing
Thank you very much
that God has made possible in the life of my wife. She's been very supportive. In my life journey, she's always been there for me. So I'm overjoyed that God has made this year our own year of recognition.
I pray for her. She has always been a very hard-working girl, and she tries to excel in everything she does.
The event was marked by elegance and celebration, with guests treated to fine dining, cultural performances, and music. The 19th Scientific Conference and Annual General Meeting dinner and investiture ceremony concluded with renewed commitment from members towards the growth and advancement of orthodontics practice in the country. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The federal government has cancelled the parade earlier scheduled to mark Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary on Wednesday, October 1st. The announcement was contained in a statement issued on Monday by the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. The statement, signed by the Director of Information and Public Relations, Segun Imo-Hussein, says the cancellation is in no way a diminishment of the significance of this milestone anniversary. It added that the government regrets any inconvenience caused, but stressed that other activities lined up for the anniversary will proceed as scheduled. These include the traditional presidential broadcast, cultural programs, and the grand finale of the national campus debates. At a World Press Conference in Abuja on Monday, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, explained that Independence Day is not only a ceremonial date, but an opportunity for sober reflection and renewed patriotism. He said the Independence Day is a profound opportunity for everyone to reflect on how far they've come as a people, celebrate the resilience, and renew the government's commitment to unity, peace, and progress. Number 12, I don't know the name. They want to go and check the name, please. After The Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry has unveiled plans for the much-anticipated 2025 Lagos International Trade Fair, aiming to attract over 1 million visitors and significantly stimulate economic activity. Chairman of the Trade Promotion Board, Mr. Ambibola Olashore, disclosed this while addressing journalists in Lagos ahead of the event. He revealed that a 10-day fair, which typically welcomes around 350,000 visitors and features over 2,000 exhibitors, is already generating strong interest from both local and international participants.
The celebration, which is now extended to the 2025 Lagos International Trade Fair, is to underscore the importance of regional trade in fostering the prosperity of the countries and people of the region. This is because the Lagos International Trade Fair is the only fair in the region that brings all the countries together for 10 days. As ECOWAS marks its 50th anniversary, here at the Lagos International Trade Fair, the occasion presents a unique opportunity to celebrate the regional integration, economic progress, and the promise of a shared future.
We are well known for our free movement of goods, our free movement of persons, the development of regional infrastructure, work in various sectors including agriculture, industry, energy, education, our promotion of gender empowerment and equality, and youth and sports development, amongst others. We would like to use this opportunity of the Lagos International Trade Fair to also demonstrate the potential West Africa has to produce, to sell, not only within our region, not only taking advantage of the African Continental Free Trade Area, but also exporting beyond the continental borders as well.
The Clement Igbafe Foundation has officially commissioned a cassava processing factory at Iyakala Quarter, opposite Uku Primary School off Ate Road, Iyuku, Uzare, in memorial of the late Madam Mabel Azegbonu Afekena. Honorable Igbafe described his late mother as a woman of industry, compassion and resilience who consistently contributed to the welfare and growth of women in the community during her lifetime. He noted that the cassava factory was conceived as a tribute to her legacy and a reflection of the values she believed by. BeeTv News Best Orator has details.
It was a multiple activities to mark the 4-year memorial anniversary of late Madam Mabel Azegbonu Afekena, as the Clement Igbafe Foundation once again demonstrated its commitment to grassroots empowerment with the inauguration of a modern cassava and agro-processing factory at Iyakala Quarter, opposite Uku Primary School off Ate Road, Iyuku, Esako West local government area of Edo State, which was another way to assist local farmers. Speaking at the event, Honorable Clement Igbafe Afekena, the Chief Executive Officer and founder of the Clement Igbafe Foundation, described the initiative as a landmark achievement, stressing that it is the first of its kind in Esako region. He noted that the project was executed in memory of his late mother, Mrs. Mabel Azegbonu Afekena, a woman he described as a pillar of strength who devoted her life to uplifting women and promoting community development.
My mother was someone who believed in fighting poverty. Everybody needs to honor. Every home, they want their story. Every community, they want their story. They want their challenges. My mother, when she was alive, she believed in woman empowerment. She believed women are to be empowered to support their husband.
Also, as part of activities marking the 4-year remembrance of the late Mabel Azegbonu Afekena remembrance, the foundation organized a free medical outreach tagged Mabel Azegbonu Free Medical Care, which provided vital health services to residents of Iyuku and neighboring communities. The foundation also donated chairs and desks to schools in the community, a gesture aimed at improving the standard of education in the locality.
To commission this thing and the mandate given to me by the leaders of Zaro Kingdom and the Clement and his family and South and Isako West General, I want to call this thing in the name of Almighty Allah. Bismillah, Allahu Akbar.
Honorable Clement Igbafe Afekena said that the cassava factory is not just a facility but a legacy in honor of his late beloved mother who believed in supporting women. And that is why the foundation decided to establish the project to empower the people of Iyahala.
It's not just about war and Nesobwe. Even one man in the Sena, now I keep the legacies of my mother, the Marenes. If you are parting the song, it is not about me. If you want me, you're better than that family for their support. Clement Igbafe Foundation is not just about Clement Igbafe, it is about keeping the legacies of my beloved mother. And that is why some of the things you see us do are things that are dragged towards transforming lives, improving communities, and chasing poverty.
In a remark, wife of Honorable Clement Igbafe praised her husband for his passion for community service and for honoring her late mother-in-law, who was also a strong advocate for women. She urged the women of the community to make proper use of the facility for the benefit of all.
So I thank God for the grace, and he also did it to honor his my beloved mother-in-law. I was very supportive, that have passion for humanity. So I thank God that he took the grace to also continue for where the mother stopped. And by the grace of God, this is done today, and I know with God's grace, he will still encourage him to do more.
Honorable Ajerina Agboha, who represented the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Chief Barrister Bisi Idaomi, at the inauguration, prayed for God's blessing upon Honorable Clement Igbafe for his numerous contributions to community growth and empowerment. She commended his efforts in introducing adult education programs, which have helped to improve literacy and provided opportunities for aspiring teachers. Chief Alhaji Bawasin Ilegbunu, in his goodwill message, expressed gratitude to Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo for his developmental strides in Edo State. He also thanked former Governor of Edo State, Senator Adams Oshomole, for his enduring contributions to the people of Esako and Edo North Senatorial District, just as he commended Honorable Clement Igbafe for putting smiles on the faces of those around him.
Igiku every time Imare Valley Maraesi campaign on Ewona, and he led that Eyamoi complaining that government that anytime Narelesi campaign Limare Yelare.
I want to appreciate our Rotarian Clement Igbafe for this great job in honor of his mother.
Clement, we need to pray for him to succeed. He has a very good ambition. He knows what to do. You see, some women there teaching them. Those are the adult education. He knew what he's doing. He wants to bring up his people to a standard level.
The event, which was held at the Palace of Iyuku before moving to the project site, was marked with celebration, cultural displays, and dance as the people of Iyuku expressed joy and appreciation. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The Chartered Institute of Directors Nigeria is intensifying its advocacy for the establishment of a strong ecosystem grounded in ethical leadership and sound corporate governance principles. It considers essentials for navigating the increasingly complex and dynamic business environment. Speaking at a media parley ahead of the Institute's upcoming conference, the President and Chairman of the Governing Council, Mr. Adetunji Oyebanji, described the event as a key pillar of the Institute's advocacy agenda. He emphasized that the conference theme underscores the pressing need for leaders to manage disruption, drive innovation, and promote inclusive, sustainable growth. He said the traditional business model that sustains business leaders in Nigeria for generations are being challenged, and public trust, the bedrock of the director's professional, is constantly under scrutiny.
In their governance frameworks. In this role, we recognize the importance of continuous engagement with all relevant stakeholders across both public and private sectors. This collaboration is fundamental to our mission and enables us to create a robust ecosystem for ethical leadership and sound corporate governance. Corporate governance must be a guiding principle as we navigate the complex landscape of economic recovery. It facilitates the identification of opportunities, supports talent retention, and ensures that vital sectors such as agriculture, health, education, energy, and technology can effectively contribute to a diversified economy.
This theme is not accidental. It reflects our nation's reality and the responsibilities of its leaders. Our country is currently undergoing economic restructuring, digital acceleration, and demographic shifts that require leaders in both public and private sectors to guide organizations with clarity, ethics, and foresight. Equally important, this year's theme is a part of the continuing journey of thought leadership by the Institute, a deliberate sequence that reinforces our role in nation building.
The Coordinator's Office of the First Lady, Her Excellency Mrs. Edesili Anani Okwebolo, commended the MD CEO of BeeTv News, Ms. Best Orator, for her credible journalism style. She stated this during a courtesy visit by the BeeTv News Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer with her team. BeeTv News Temitope Oluwafemi reports that the visit was to formally invite the coordinator of the First Lady's Office, Her Excellency Mrs. Edesili Okwebolo Anani, to the upcoming second-year anniversary celebration of BeeTv News, which will also feature the official unveiling of the BeeTv News Foundation. The report.
With less than 3 weeks to the second anniversary of the BeeTv News second anniversary and annual lecture series, the team have continued to pay courtesy visits to important personalities expected to grace the occasion. The latest port of call is the visit to the office of the coordinator, Office of the First Lady of Edo State, Ms. Edesili Okwebolo Anani. Managing Director and CEO BeeTv News, Ms. Best Orator, expressed her gratitude to Her Excellency for granting her audience and her unwavering commitment to humanitarian activities, women empowerment, and youth development in Edo State. She highlighted that the vision of the soon-to-be launching of BeeTv News Foundation aligns with the First Lady's initiatives, particularly in fostering social impact, community development, and giving a stronger voice to the less privileged.
Who is going to come? And that is the reason why we feel that Her Excellency is in a better position to occupy this seat. Like I told your PE, we've not been able to print our invitation cards, because we want to put our SLFC face there. And without our approval, we can't do that. And so we waited. So permit me to quickly read through the prepared speech. Thank you so very much for granting us this audience. I am deeply honored to be here with you today, Your Excellency. When I think of the role you play in this state, I see more than just a First Lady. I see a mother figure, someone who carries the heart of our women, our children, and our families. A woman who gives light, comfort, and dignity to those who might otherwise be forgotten. This is why I came here personally with my team, and not just to send a letter, not to make a phone call, but to stand before you. For us in BeeTv, the second anniversary is not just a celebration of our media house, it is a celebration of our vision of giving voice to the voiceless, of shaping a brighter future of our young people, of standing with our communities in both their struggles and their triumphs. Your Excellency, ma, we could not think of anyone more fitting, more symbolic, and more inspiring to serve as Mother of the Day on October 18, the day of our anniversary, than you, Your Excellency. You embody the very values that we want this celebration to reflect: compassion, resilience, and an unshakable commitment to uplifting people. Personally, Your Excellency, I carry with me memories that shape who I am today. Memories of walking to school barefoot, going hungry, and struggling to rise above circumstances that try to silence me. And as we launch the BeeTv News Foundation during this anniversary, it is those very children, the hungry, the barefooted, the forgotten ones that we are fighting for. We want to ensure their story will be different. And who better to stand as a mother over such a vision, to give it both warmth and strength than the First Lady of our dear state, Mrs. Edesili Anani, Her Excellency. Your presence, your acceptance of this role will not just honor us, it will inspire confidence, attract support, and give hope to countless young people who look up to you. Your Excellency, ma'am, I know your time is precious, but I ask from my heart that you join us on this day, and not just as a guest, but as a mother. Because when you stand with us, you stand with every child.
Her Excellency Ms. Edesili Okpewolo Anani warmly received the delegation and commended BeeTv News for its remarkable contribution to the society. She applauded the station for its consistent growth, credible reportage, and people-centered initiatives. She expressed her delight at the soon-to-be unveiling of the foundation and assured the team of her support towards ensuring the success of the anniversary and future programs, noting that such initiatives further strengthens the bridge between the media, government, and the people.
The child, and I say anything that affects the woman affects the man. Once you're able to cover the woman, you've covered everybody. And even in our office, we also deal with women and children as well. So we will also partner with you. We'll be there by His special grace of God. So I just pray and continue that you continue to tell our stories and serve humanity, because service to humanity is also a service to God. Thank you so much.
The visit ended with a group photograph and an assurance of continued collaboration between the Office of the First Lady and BeeTv News in driving sustainable development initiatives across Edo State. Temitope Oluwafemi reporting for BeeTv News.
Nigerian scientist Dr. Ayodeji Amobonye has been ranked among the top 2% of scientists globally for his exceptional contributions to the field of biotechnology. This prestigious recognition was published by Stanford University in collaboration with Elsevier, highlighting researchers whose publications have had the greatest impact across various scientific disciplines. Dr. Amobonye earned his PhD from Dublin University of Technology in South Africa, where he also lectured and researched. He is now a research fellow at Kaunas University of Technology in Ethania. He credited his success to divine grace and dedication to his work. The citation highlights the significance of his achievement, especially given the challenges African researchers face, such as limited funding and resources. Dr. Ayodeji Amobonye studied at the Federal University of Technology, Mina and Akure, and formerly worked at NAFDAC. He remains committed to advancing biotechnology research and promoting Nigeria's scientific reputation globally. You are still watching BeeTv Major News at 6. Do stay with us while we go on a short break.
My people of Edo State, development is not a miracle. It is the result of responsibility and action. You want good roads, quality hospitals, schools, jobs for our youth? Then you must understand this simple truth. Government cannot perform without your tax. Government will fix schools, build roads, light up communities if the people pay their tax. That's how governance works. It is not about politics. It is about progress. When you pay your tax, you are not helping the government. You are helping yourself. You are helping your family and your future. Don't wait to be chased. Do the right thing. Be part of building the new Edo State. Pay your tax with pride. Let us build Edo together. This message is brought to you by Edo State Internal Revenue Service.
EIRS, Administering Revenue for Service and Development.
Welcome back. Let's now move on to more developments. Moving on to business news, President Bola Tinubu is set to inaugurate the newly renovated National Arts Theatre in Igomu, Lagos, now renamed the Wole Soyinka Center for Culture and the Creative Arts. The renovation project was undertaken by the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, and the Bankers Committee in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Arts, Culture and Creative Economy. Let's now join BeeTv News SOS Semige for more on this and more from the business world.
The reopening marks an effort to rejuvenate Nigerians' cultural heritage and promote the creative industry. The event will be attended by state governors, lawmakers, diplomats, business leaders, academies, cultural ambassadors, and youth leaders. Performances will be held by national troupe and top artists, with special remarks expected from Professor Wole Soyinka. The CBN Governor Olayemi Kadese will give the welcome address, and goodwill messages will be delivered by Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and Minister Anatu Musawa. The Federal Inland Revenue Service announced major tax reforms that will exempt food, education, shared transportation, and agriculture from value-added tax. The reforms are the most expensive fiscal changes in Nigeria since independence and are scheduled to take effect in January 2026. The changes consolidate multiple tax laws into a single code, reducing the number of tax types to single digit and creating a simplified framework for individuals and businesses. Businesses with annual turnover below 50 million will no longer be required to pay tax. Thresholds for personal income tax have been adjusted to protect low-income earners. On June 26, 2025, President Bola Tinubu signed into law 4 bills: Nigerian Tax Act, Nigerian Tax Administration Act, Nigerian Revenue Service Establishment Act, and Joint Revenue Board Establishment Act, collectively referred to as the Tax Act Quartet. These legislation aim to broaden the tax base, improve compliance, and enhance transparency across all tiers of government. A presidential committee on fiscal policy and tax reforms, chaired by Taiwo Oyedele of PwC, was instrumental in designing and implementing the reforms. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, signed a new 2-year crude supply agreement with the Dangote Petroleum Refinery in August 2025. The agreement secures the supply of crude oil to the 650,000 barrel per day refinery in Lekki, Lagos, under the federal government's Crude for Naira initiative. Between October 2024 and October 2025, a total of 82 million barrels of crude oil were allocated to the refinery, of which 49.3 million barrels, 2% were sold in Naira. In August 2025, 3 crude cargoes were allocated, while 5 cargoes were assigned each for September and October. Crude oil loading operations for August were completed, while September operations are currently ongoing. The deal follows a temporary suspension of petrol sales in Nigeria by the refinery, which was resolved after intervention from the Naira for Crude Technical Committee periodic reconciliation that were conducted among NNPC, Dangote Petroleum Refinery, and Petrochemical, and the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority to align product volumes and cost with crude supply. Stakeholders have called on the federal government to issue a white paper addressing the ongoing dispute between Dangote Refinery and the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, warning that unresolved tensions could threaten the economy. The Edo State government is projected internally generated revenue of 100 billion naira by December 2025, driven by digital tax reforms and enhanced enforcement. As of August 2025, the state's IGR stood at 74 billion and had risen to 79 billion by late September. According to the executive chairman of the Edo State Internal Revenue Service, Bamidele Bankole Balogun, the state has improved tax administration through audits, assessment, and court actions to enforce compliance. A key priority is the digitalization of tax collection to reduce cash transaction and improve transparency. National reforms will also require the use of tax identical numbers, bank verification numbers, and national identification numbers for all financial transactions from 2026. This is expected to strengthen income tracking, reduce evasion, and boost collection. The Edo government expects these measures to provide fiscal stability and support expanded investment in infrastructure, social services, and economic development. And that is the end of the business news segment for now. I am a Soher Osevegi reporting for BeeTv News.
And now moving to the global scenes. Donald Trump has repeated his threat to impose a 100% tariff on all films not made in the U.S., claiming the American industry has been stolen by other countries. He said on Monday that California had been heavily affected and the levy would solve this long-time, never-ending problem. The reports. In May, the U.S. president said he would talk to Hollywood executives about his plan and to begin the process of imposing the levy because America's film industry was dying a very fast death. Trump's remarks come as he announced a new wave of tariffs last week, including a 100% levy on branded or patented drugs because patented drug imports, as well as 50% levies on kitchen and bathroom cabinets. Trump did not say when the tariff will come into force. The White House has been approached for a comment.
Somewhat frustrated with the proposal, it's also left many in the industry scratching their heads. How any sort of tariff would work, especially in the age of streaming, is very much up in the air. But even Trump just musing about hitting foreign productions may mean companies consider cutting back.
It was also unclear if the tariffs would apply to film on streaming services such as Netflix, as well as those shown at cinemas, or how they will be calculated. The Canadian Chamber of Commerce said it was deeply concerned by the levy because American production houses relied on Canadian facilities, crews, and talents to deliver Hollywood movies. Catherine Fortin-Lefevre, Senior Vice President of International Policy and Global Partnerships for the Canadian Chamber of Commerce, said these tariffs risk punishing U.S. studios for filming in Canada by driving up costs, stifling investment, and undermining the competitive advantage our countries have built together. She said the tariff would weaken both economies and jeopardize thousands of middle-class jobs. Filmmakers have progressively lured by tax incentives that come from shooting movies in other parts of the world, and the Los Angeles film industry has lost its glitz and glamour. Mr. Coatsworth said it would be difficult to define an American-made movie if a film were to be shot in the US but have foreign actors, directors, or funding. So it's hard to understand just how Trump intended to impose the levy. He said investors did not appear to see this as a serious threat. At present, stocks for companies such as Netflix and Disney dipped briefly, then bounced back. Several recent major films produced by U.S. studios were shot outside of America, including Deadpool and Wolverine, Wicked, and Gladiator 2. The U.S. remains a major film production hub globally, despite challenges, according to movie industry research. The US remains a major film production hub globally, despite changes, according to movie industry research from ProdPro. Its annual report showed the country saw $14.54 billion, equivalent to 10.94 billion euros of production spending last year, but that was down by 26% since 2022. Countries that have attracted an increase in spending since 2022 include Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and the UK. The report understands the UK government is waiting for the details of the US tariff and how it will impact the British film industry. A spokesperson for the Department of Business and Trade said the UK film industry employs millions of people and generates billions for our economy. Separately, on Monday, the president announced 10% tariffs on imports of softwood timber and lumber, as well as 25% levies on kitchen cabinets, vanities, and upholstered wooden furniture. Trump had hinted at the proposal earlier in the day in a Truth Social post, saying substantial tariffs on any country that does not make its furniture in the United States. The tariffs will apply from 14th of October, with some of the levies set to increase sharply next year for countries that fail to reach an agreement with the U.S., according to a proclamation signed by the president. It came after Trump announced a new wave of tariffs last week, including a 100% levy on branded or patented drugs imports, unless a company is building a factory in the U.S. Harmony Agbafo reporting for BeeTv News. Now moving on to the entertainment news. Nigerian singer and Malian records executive Naira Marley has acquired a brand new 2025 electric Mercedes G-Wagon valued at over 740 million naira. The vehicle, known for its cutting-edge design and high-performance capabilities, is amongst the most anticipated releases in the automotive industry this year. Also, Kami Crawford announces engagements. Let's join BeeTv News' Evelyn Izibili for details on this and more from the entertainment world.
The acquisition has gained widespread attention across social media platforms, further emphasizing Naira Marley's reputation for luxury living and extravagant lifestyle choices. The artist, known for his street-inspired music and large fan base, referred to as the Malians, has consistently remained in the public eye for both his musical work and personal lifestyle. The newly purchased 2025 G-Wagon is an electric model, reflecting a growing trend among global celebrities who are adopting sustainable luxury vehicles. The purchase reinforces Naira Marley's public image as a high-profile entertainer with a preference for modern and environmentally conscious assets. While many fans have commended the purchase, some online users raised concern about the pattern of excessive spending often associated with celebrities. Despite mixed reaction, the acquisition has kept Naira Marley at the center of public discourse, reinforcing his influence in the Nigerian entertainment industry. Veteran Nollywood actress Toyin Afolaya, popularly known as Lola Idije, has addressed the challenges associated with single parenting in a recent interview. She described the experience as difficult, citing the lack of societal support for single parents, especially single mothers. Lola Idije became a single parent following the death of her husband. She noted a single mother often faced judgment from society while simultaneously managing demanding responsibilities such as paying school fees and providing daily necessities for their children. She emphasized the emotional and financial burdens borne by single mothers and advocated for resilience and focus in child upbringing, urging single parents to prioritize their children's well-being despite societal pressures. Former MTV host Camille Crawford has announced her engagement following a private proposal that took place on September 27, 2025 in New York City. The announcement was made via her official Instagram account, which featured images of the proposal, the engagement ring, and candid moments with her fiancé. Although the identity of her fiancé remained undisclosed, the announcement has generated significant interest among fans and media outlets. Camille Crawford is recognized for her role as co-host of the MTV reality show Catfish, as well as her work as a podcast and television host. The engagement has attracted widespread congratulations from fans and colleagues in the entertainment industry. Evelyn Izibila reporting for BeeTv News.
Now let's look into the world of sports. Rasmus Haaland Jr. was the hero as Norway recorded a 1-0 win against the Flying Eagles of Nigeria in 2025 U20 FIFA World Cup opener. Nigeria's youth men's national team, known as the Flying Eagles, suffered a 0-1 loss to Norway in their opening group game at the 2025 U20 FIFA World Cup. The Flying Eagles qualified for the tournament following a bronze medal at the Africa U20 Cup of Nations AFCON earlier this year. Despite a large barrage by the Flying Eagles, Norway defended their advantage in the second half to secure 3 points to start the tournament. The Flying Eagles in the group with Norway, Saudi Arabia and Colombia now have a challenge to make the knockout stage. Following a loss to the European side, the Flying Eagles return to action when they take on Saudi Arabia in their next group game scheduled for Friday, October 3rd, 2025. And that's the size of our news package for the evening. Many thanks for joining us on BeeTv Major News at 6. My name is Harmony Agbafor, and good night.